Right, fine. I'm on medication, right? I have vertigo. I'm 62 and I have full poison. I'm under the doctor. Okay? I came back into this country. No!
So you don't even live here? You haven't always lived here? So actually you've just come back. So you're the migrant who's stealing all our jobs and taking our women and destroying our
I came back into this country on the 21st of March. And I came back
So you literally just got back here to be racist?
I've been abroad to see my family in New Zealand. I'm allowed to go out this country when I want. Well, then don't tell me who I am and what I'm doing. You had no right to pull my hair and attack me. I threw that drink. Yes, with juice. I didn't pull your hair. Go away. You need to learn to manage. You need to go to a chair and ask for forgiveness.
I love you're the one.
Because when the police come, I'm having you arrested for assault and battery.
Let's leave it.
No, don't leave it. I have a right to say what I want. But she's not attacking me. Scratching on my legs.
Go and get yourself
sorted. Look at the state of me.
The police are on their way.
Right, I've never had a drink, and I'll prove that because I've got the juice there in the cupboard.
The police are on their way.
Right, but you, lady, you were going down for this.
Hello, yes, the machinations of the secret state. You've just watched the secret state and two of its amateur agents in action. It was Hartlepool several months ago at a UKIP meeting. I think Paul Nuttall was due to speak there when he was UKIP leader. There's a Remainer and a Brexiter, two women, got into an argument which later developed into a fight, a cat fight, a contrived, choreographed one if there ever was one. We don't actually see the fight, which is very strange, but I'll take their word for it. There was one. Also as well, what's very convenient is the press just happened to be there to film it. Of course, another coincidence, another actor. But anyway, after the cat fight, they get up and shouting insults at one another. But let me just stop you there. I've worked the club doors for 27 years and I have stopped many a fight between women. And when you're between them, once you move, they will fly at one another like alley cats, right? They don't. They're just shouting insults at one another. But what's very, very telling about the whole lot that is contrived and set up is that you have the Brexiteer woman, the blonde hair, the big woman. She talks about she's under the doctor. She's on medication. She's got vertigo and has another drink, implying that she was drunk. She then replies to the Remainer, or says to the Remainer, that she just come back to she'd been abroad and had just come back to Britain, to which prompted the Remainer to say, oh, so you're the migrants that are taking our jobs, which made UKIP and the vote leave silly and rather hypocritical, and that was the aim of it. And also to taint UKIP with violence and dysfunctional people and whatever, and that was the purpose of it. That was all contrived and set up by agents of the secret state. Now I'll explain. MI5, I believe, though I may be wrong, I believe they recruit the spooks and then they pass them to the two criminal proxies, Hope Not, Hate Nick Lowes, Jerry Gable's Stateland magazine, because once they're under their control, MI5 doesn't have to worry about any legalities then. Now, again, I'm only assuming because I don't know, I'm not privy to everything, but I believe that's how it works, because I can't see MI5, well, I'd hate to think so, could set up something like that to undermine a legal, democratic political party like UKIP, but they're not saying that. They've been doing it to British nationalism the past 40 years. You see, I make this video because look at the lengths they've gone to. Anyone watching that video at the front of this video, right, can see it's all contrived and set up. It's a load of nonsense. It's contrived and set up right in front of the media, Daily Mail or whatever papers were there, so then they could record it and put it in the papers, which they did. It's there. It was done to undermine UKIP. It made the Brexiteer woman look dysfunctional, even drunk, and that was the purpose of it. So don't any wet behind the ears UKIPers say to me that the security services wouldn't get up. They are up to it. The powers that be are not letting populist UKIP or white nationalist BNP, when it was up and running, take power from them without a fight. They're not going to do it. They're going to send their agents in to make sure you don't do it. And their agents at the moment, the two ones to watch, I believe, are Henry Bolton and Anne-Marie Waters. They are not Tommy Robinson or Generation Identity. They're just distractions. They're just to scare the public away. But the ones that pose a real threat, the party, should I say, that poses a real threat to the powers that be, is UKIP, without a doubt, under the right leadership. And also, if Theresa May is going to drag her feet and delay Brexit for as long as she can, till eventually the public have had enough and just say, right, let's have a second referendum and stay in, there's going to be 17.5 million people that aren't going to be happy, right? They're not going to be happy, and they're going to be right behind UKIP. Of course they are. So Theresa May, the security service, whoever, they have to finish UKIP off first, and that's what this is all about. So don't anyone tell me Henry Bolton's a fine gentleman. You don't know the man. Did you go to school with him? Did you grow up with him? You only know him on face value, and these people have been trained, and he fits the profile of a spook. If anyone does, you know, Old Boy Network, last job for Queen and Country. Anne-Marie Waters, who she works for, is probably Hope Not Hate. She's probably some leftist or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what the motives are and who they work for. What we do know is that they're not working in the interest of UKIP or this country. They are the enemies of this country. They are working either for the big boys in MI5 or its two criminal proxies, Hope Not Hate, Nick Lowe, Jerry Gable, Sailor Magazine, or all three, I don't know, or even another outside agency we're not aware of. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, you UKIPers that are watching this, and Nigel Farage, I'll be honoured, you need to take heed what I am saying. At the very least, make a mental note of what I'm saying, because most, if not all, what I say ends up coming true. What the security services, MI5 and its two criminal proxies, Hope Not Hate, Nick Lowe, Jerry Gable, Sailor Magazine, what they have been doing to British nationalism the past 40 years, they're now doing to UKIP, right? Henry Bolton's already started making mistakes, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Anne-Marie Waters is an out-and-out enemy of UKIP, British nationalism, this country, whatever you want to call it, patriotic Britain. Her aim is to destroy this country. She's probably in the pay of Hope Not Hate or some other outfit that is hostile to this country, or at least hostile to patriotic forces taking control of this country, away from the traitors and the sellouts, the careerists and the rest of the swines, right? She's not the genuine article with her For Britain party, right? I hope you UKIPers are watching this, right? All I can say is watch this space. They will make mistakes and they will be seen. You see, also, to undermine UKIP, they have to continue with the pantomime and circus like Handbags at Dawn in the European Parliament with Stephen Wolfe and Mike Hookham. Whether or not they're both in the pay of the secret state or just one of them, I don't know. But one most certainly is, which is highly likely it'll be Stephen Wolfe. That wasn't an accident or a coincidence. If you want to believe it is, then be my guest. But watch as more incidents now occur. Watch as what Henry Bolton says, because he knows the spotlight's on him now, so he's going to have to be careful. But if he's there to undermine UKIP, he's got to do it, and he will be seen, right? We know what Anne-Marie Waters is, right? But the reason I've made this video and the reason I left that little clip at the front is to show you the lengths the security services or its criminal proxies, or all three of them, the lengths that we go to undermine those it sees as a threat. And like I've said, if Theresa May is going to betray Brexit, she has to finish UKIP off first, because there'll be a rebellion, there literally will, and the public will flock in droves to UKIP. But if UKIP is finished off, the public will just roll over and die like they always do. Okay, thank you.